guys, this is your girl Dom, aka Serenity Within, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. And if you're a returning Serenity Within family member, hey girl, hey. So we are going to do a natural girl glam, so let's just jump into this video. So the first product we are going to use is our primer, and just to let you know, of course, I did wash my face beforehand and put my moisturizer on beforehand, and I did allow for those products to dry as well, just to prevent any products mixing too soon. You always want your product to dry, even from start to finish, which is actually cleansing your face. So now that I did the first coat, the first layer of my primer, I am patting it in because I want for this makeup to sit directly onto my face. I don't want for this makeup to move whatsoever. And what I love about this Maybelline primer, oh my goodness, it's actually going to blur and smooth out my skin, and you can see I have unwanted guests on my face as well. It's okay. So now I'm going in with my second coat, and this is just for those problematic areas, more so just the areas that I know that I crease the most or I'm the most oily, so mainly in my T-zone area. So I'm going to let this sit on my face once I blend it in, and then after that, probably like 1 or 2 minutes, I am trying something different. I wanted to try a new foundation, and this is the Nars foundation in shade Belem. And me forgetting that the only Nars foundation shade I had was my summertime shade, I said, ooh, I forgot that this was my summertime shade. And because winter, my skin always changes colors. And I believe that's everybody, it's not just me. So I'm okay with this because I know how to fix it. It's more so going in with my contour to really give it some jazz. So I'm just going to blend this all the way out, and I want to make sure that this dries before moving on to my contour and my highlight. And then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender to help blend this in as well. And then, like I said, we're going to let this sit for probably like a minute, just so that I'm allowing for the products to actually work. Moving right along to our contour, I am going to use the Liqueur shade number 9. And like I said before, you want to make sure that your shade is a warm contour shade and not a dark, harsh contour shade, because you also have to remember that these products, after a while, they're going to build and create their own color. So you want to make sure that you're getting shades that matches your skin tone, or at least a shade or two lighter or darker. So I am doing something a little bit different with my contour pattern. I don't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. And what I love about the Liqueur Cosmetics contour and concealer, oh my goodness, the blending is super easy and it is airbrush like. It's beautiful. So I wanted to start blending out the bottom of my contour, which is the one I'm blending out now. And the reason why I even started to do it like this is my first time doing it like this, is because I like the way it shaped my face. I don't know if you can see it when I go straight to the camera, but the way it just shapes my face and slims up my face as well, I love it. So I love playing with contour, and I love playing with some highlight. This is actually my favorite part of doing my makeup, because this right here is what's going to make or break your face. So after allowing for my contour to set for a little bit, I am now going in with the Loreal Cosmetics concealer in shade number 7. And you want to make sure that this shade is probably like a shade or two lighter than your actual skin tone. And this one, I think this is like a perfect shade for me because I just love the way it just feels like skin to me. I don't know, but this shade is just so beautiful. And I also realized I could use this shade when I'm not doing like foundation or anything like that, and I just need like a quick pick me up under my eyes. This helps me out a lot because it helps brighten under my eyes as well. And don't mind that crooked line with my nose. I don't know what in the world I was doing, or paying, just probably watching TV. That's probably what it was. So now that I have all the places where I want for my contour to be, I'm gonna let that sit for probably like a minute. The longer the better. And I'm just going to blend out the edges first before blending out the rest of my eyes. Now, normally if this was like a lighter concealer, I would definitely blend these areas out first before even touching my under eye or my nose, because with it being extra like light, it may be harder to blend, 1, and 2, it's not realistic to me. But because this one is like just a few shades lighter and is so much more like skin light, it's easier for me and it's better for me to just blend it out and let that sit like I'm letting everything else sit. So that's why I said I love this Loreal Cosmetics concealer and contour. Like, I don't know what it is. This stuff got crack in it. I'm telling you, it's just, it fits me. It works for me. It's just for me and it's perfect. So moving right along, I am going to go in with the Loreal Cosmetics concealer in shade number 5. So I've had this product for so long and I've been using it all the time that I finally ran out of this product. So unfortunately, a lot of my product was at the office, so I had to go in with something else, and it's still the Loreal Cosmetics products. It's just not a product that's out right now. It's something that I was trying, so it's like a sample. But after this, I was like, this is a go-getter too. So I like this as well. And the point of this look was just for like the natural girl glam. It's not to be over the top, extra anything. It's just for that little add a little to your look, you know, to your look. I'm stronger today. So after blending that in and then letting that set for a second, only for a second, I'm going in with my Hard Candy Translucent Powder. I just wanted to use a translucent powder that had no color, but it was able to set my highlight. I just wanted to make sure that stayed in place before moving forward to my setting powder and actually baking. I just wanted to make sure the least, the crease, the best. After allowing for that to set for a little bit, I want to move forward with setting my contour with some setting powder. And this is by Loreal Cosmetics in shade number 9. And just a little tip for you, a little goes a long way. I just wanted to make sure that every part of my face had some sort of setting to it, some sort of setting powder. That way it helps prevent any oily spots protruding through my face throughout the day. So wherever I put my contour, this is where that setting powder would be. That my face is set, I want to move forward to baking now. I wanted to bake under my eyes. This way it allows for my under eyes to have a chance to breathe without being overpowered by product. And I want to make sure that I'm getting to all my creases. And I know that this powder looks like it's a lot, but it really isn't. Camera's doing the most right now. So I just want to make sure that I'm even also going over my eyelids, so that way it can help mattify and set my eyes and get my eyes prepared and ready for the eyeshadow that we're about to start. you just want to make sure that you're hitting your T-zone areas. And wherever I know I oil the most or sweat the most, I am going to cake it. So my upper lip, I am going to cake like crazy, because by the time I finish my face and by the time I'm finished doing all my setting sprays and all of that good old jazz, it's going to melt right into my skin. It's not going to be overpowering. But I like to do that just to make sure that, because I'm telling you now, powders is what's going to save you if you are someone who is oily skin. Powder it right up, especially in the wintertime. You're okay. You're fine. Okay? You're good. So after all this setting, it is time to move in. This is probably like my favorite contour palette. Like, I love their palette. So they got the Sculpt and the Contour, the only ones that I use. So I like to use the Sculpt first, right in between where my highlight and contour is, because this is what's going to bring that color right back to your face if the setting powder had taken you out just a little bit. I'm going to apply some Sculpt on my forehead, and I just want to help blend some of this setting powder under my cheekbones, just so that it can help blend in a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go in with the contour version, and when I tell you a little bit goes a long way. You do not need a lot of this product because it will get dark really, really quickly. So I'm going to use that same brush with the contour, and I'm just gonna apply that under my cheekbones, just darken that up some. So now I want to pay attention to my nose. So I'm going in with the Sculpt. I like to go in with the smaller brush to blend out my nose. And I like to accentuate my eyes, this area right here. I don't know what it is or why, but I love it. And then I go in with the contour just in the upper part of my nose, nothing further down, because it's gonna get dark really, really quickly. And you may not see it right away, but by the time you finish, you will see how dark that contour can get. So I want to go back in with my powder puff and just clean up my nose area, just to make sure that the contour didn't go over the top with it. So I just want to clean up my nose to make sure it stays slimmed down. It's time for my eyes. So these are the shades that I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to apply them in that order. So the first shade is just to give me some movement with my eyes, just to give me like this blank canvas just to start with. And I want for this to be like my crease color, and I just want to blend this in. And then I'm going to get like a bigger brush just to blend out those edges to make it a little bit smoother. So then I'm going in with the Loreal palette, which will be coming out soon, and I want to go in with this white. Now I'm gonna tell you, I was caking this white on. Now what I should have done was use a primer to allow for that white to pop out just a little bit more. So I found myself constantly reapplying the white, which you see a lot of the white fallout, only because I did not put a primer to brighten up that whiteness. So it kept disappearing on me. But putting on some concealer or eye primer will definitely keep that white in place. So then I wanted to do like a little smoky eye, but not smoky, just something simple, something easy that looks like I put a lot of work in, but I ain't put a lot of work in. And then I wanted to go back with the first Loreal palette just to do that nice brown. It's that particular brown, I don't know why, but that particular brown is so pretty, and I wanted to put this as a liner so that way it helps soften my eye look and not be so harsh. And then I have some Loreal eyelashes, and these were number 102, but I am going to start putting names on them. I just haven't done that yet because they're not out yet. And then I'm going to coat my lashes with the Maybelline Fireworks mascara. While I'm putting on my lashes, I want to look down, because when you're looking down into a mirror, you're going to see all areas of your eyelashes and where to place your lashes. And then that's when I start to put them in place, and then we're just going to let that sit before I actually squeeze my tweezers to let it adhere to my natural lashes. And then the same eyeshadow I put on as an eyeliner on my lids, that's the same thing I put on my bottom line. So now it's time to just blend all of the setting powder off. And can you believe I forgot my eyebrows? And I was like, why is this look not looking? Like, what is the problem? So I'm going in with the Loreal Cosmetics Eyebrow Pencil, and this is in dark brown. So this is about to make my eyes look a lot better, but I could not believe I actually forgot to fill in my brows. How rookie of me. So after going in with the concealer that matches my skin tone to the T, which makes it easier for me to blend out, I want to go in with like a bigger buffer brush just to clean up those edges with the eyeshadow that I originally laid down first. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline, why I say it like that? I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 355, our finishing powder, just to give this look a little jazz. And then I'm going in with, you already know, my Loreal Pencil Smoldering Eyeliner. I love this one, but to get a better effect, close your eyes so that way the eyeliner could touch the top and the bottom. So it just smokes out your eyes just that much more. Makeup kiss. Next, we're going to put on some mascara just to pop out those bottom lashes, just in case the eyeliners or eyeshadow hid those lashes. We're about to bring them right back out to life. So next, I want to accentuate my eyes by using a highlighter from the Cosmetics Get Your Blush On, the Blush and Highlight Palette, just to bring a little jazz to my eyes. And then after that, I want to go in with my setting spray. Now, as you can see, I did not use setting spray throughout my process. Normally I do, but this time I didn't. I was just saying maybe it's winter time, maybe I don't need it that much, but epic failure, definitely need my setting spray throughout my process, and that was the Onesize setting spray, which is my favorite. And the same highlighter I used to accentuate my eyes is the same highlighter I'm using on my nose, and the blush was from the Cosmetics Get Your Blush On Highlight and Blush Palette. I wanted to blend in my brush with using the remaining product that was on my brush when using my finishing powder. So moving right along to the lippies, and I'm going in with the lip liner by Cosmetics called Street Smart. And this lip liner is in a kit, but I will eventually start coming out with individual lip liners because this one right here get asked for a lot. So because I'm becoming like this gloss girl, we are going to do a lip combo, and this right here is the pink mocha lip gloss. The coverage is real, like it's super glossy, it's super high coverage, and I just love this. And we're going in with the White Out by Cosmetics. So I'm not going to go back and forth with this. I'm just going to tap it onto my lips because I don't want for the color to smear or move. So guys, this is the look. This is my Natural Girl Glam. All products will be in the description box below. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If this is your first time, I appreciate you. If you're returning, Serenity Within family, thank you again. And guys, see you in my next video.